I am so sick of seeing people say that femininity is something weak, is something docile, is something like all the way submissive, even if your mind and your heart, your body, your gut is telling you that there's something wrong. No, you're supposed to ignore that and be submissive. Let me tell you, if you're able to act, and I say act because that's not natural, because that then becomes why we have so many women that's getting their ass whooped and staying in relationships, because they feel like they are being they're not enough. They need to be more feminine, more this, more that, and it's all bullshit. Let me tell you, it's bullshit. So we have to go deeper into it. A feminine, yes, you want to be soft, you want to be nurturing, you want to, sometimes, we have to see that a lot of the feminine traits has gotten out of balance to a point where we will talk to a man like he ain't nothing but a low, dirty, down ass bitch if he does something wrong that we feel is wrong. And that's not the way that we should handle ourselves, because coming into true femininity, which I am coming into, but coming into true femininity, it is a power. It's not a weakness, it is a power. And sometimes when you sit back and be like, okay, my man, he's trying to go this way, but I know it's supposed to be that way. Instead of saying, look, you're supposed to go this way. What the fuck are you doing? Like, you went the wrong way. And like talking down on them, you might just be able to sit back and let them figure out that mistake. If it's not that big of a mistake, it's okay. Or you might say it in a certain way to where you're not being so aggressive and demanding, because you don't have to be like that. And there's power in sitting back and not worried about those type of things. If you have trust, you gotta have trust for the man that's leading you and all that type of stuff. I'm saying sometimes you don't have to say certain shit, but that does not mean that you need to shut up. That does not mean when you're getting disrespected that you're just supposed to bow down. No, at all. That is not divine feminine. That is some bullshit feminine shit. Okay? And I understand, like myself, a lot of women, we wasn't taught what is femininity, how to be a real woman, how to be a real mother. So therefore, we sit here and we're looking for that. So if there's someone out here that's telling you, oh, this is what a man is, this is what a woman is, and this is what you're supposed to do, it might make sense to you because you truly don't know. But you want me to tell you something? If you have to go through that in order to figure out what a divine feminine is, then go through it. But look, you're gonna, and I forgot what I was about to say, I ain't gonna hold you. You're going to have to, and if I remember, I'll let you know. But if you have to go through that, just I want you to realize that anytime a woman is a strength, is strength in a relationship. I'm not saying a man ain't a strength. I'm talking about a woman right now. A woman is strength. A woman is powerful. A woman is very important. A woman is life. A woman sustains life that you want to bring in as a man. The fuck? What the hell do you think your child is going to be like if your child is in the womb of a woman that you downgrade and disrespect? That don't make sense to me. So what I want to say to any woman out there that is in a relationship, about to get in a relationship, in an organization, if you're not being respected all the way through, these devils have many tactics not to be, you've messed up. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to think something that is negative. Not to say that you need to dwell in it, but it is natural. If that comes to you, do not let somebody tell you you're a bad person just because you thought of something that wasn't all the way productive and positive. Because the point is to express that so you can get a better perspective on it. Not to dwell in negativity and positive thoughts. Of course, to get a better perspective. But if you're around someone that don't give a fuck about you, what they're going to do is tear you down. And this goes into that narcissistic download that I was talking about. They're going to tear you down. They're going to make you feel guilty for the little thing you did which was innocent at the end of the fucking day, which usually is innocent. You have a problem. Like a lot of times women, and even if it's an insecurity within them, it's a real life issue when the man is doing things that is not representative to his word. A lot of times the men give the word, I'm faithful, I don't want nobody else, but then you're going to fuck other bitches. So yes, a woman might be in her feelings, and it could be a little bit of insecurity, but it also is because you're lying. So at the end of the day, what happens is, this is an example. What happens is the women will feel some type of way. Oh, why you do that like that? Like, that hurt me type shit. Man, oh, why are you questioning me? I do this, I pay the bills, and I'm doing this and this and that, bitch. Oh, this is another story too. The bills, please. We do not need you to pay bills. Now that's a plus, but bitch, not to what? You know what I'm saying? But what for? Like, what am I have to go through in order to get that? No, I'm good. I'm good. But you do want a man to be able to handle certain things, because as a woman, we can handle it. We can handle damn near it all, right? But if you have a man to be able to handle those certain things, then that stuff will be off your plate. And you don't need to handle it because your energy is more powerful in other positions. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time women be trying to take over men's position, not realizing that shit is for the, I'm not going to say peasants, but that shit is for the men, okay? That's not for the women, but we can do it. And don't get it twisted. So I'm not going to depend on you. I'm not going to be disrespected by you just because you know how to pay the bills, bitch. I'll go pay the bills myself. You know what I'm saying? But if you can pay the bills and don't have to focus on certain shit, then that's a plus. But not, and I'm trying to think of this word, but not in cahoots with what the fuck I know I am, my value. You know what I'm saying? You're not about to lower my value. Fuck no. So at the end of the day, I just want people to just think a little bit deeper. If you're being abused mentally, physically, emotionally, I know that you want to play victim. You're playing victim. Oh, it's my fault. I'm the one who did it. I shouldn't have looked like that. Shouldn't have said that. I should have cooked his shit right. I should have made sure that his clothes was laid out. I should have popped that baby powder on his ass a little bit more. Fuck that. Fuck that. And that's what happens. And with these people, these narcissistic people, these evil type of people, and they're not all the way evil at their core. They just got issues that they're not ready to deal with because they're pussies. Pussy. You're not ready to face yourself. So at the end of the day, the work that you have to do on your in the inside, you don't deal with that type of shit. You do not deal with that. You do not lower your standards for anything. You do not lower your value. The fuck? Damn near they ain't got no value now for yourself. Your self-esteem is low already. You want to lower it more? So what I'm saying is, sometimes you're in an unhealthy relationship and the person that's doing the shit to you, which you're allowing it, so both fingers is, I'm pointing at both of y'all motherfuckers. The person that's doing that to you is going to make you feel guilty. It's going to make you feel like you're not enough. It's going to make you feel like you didn't do right. It's going to make you feel like, oh, you got your ass whooped because whatever. And there's no excuse for you to allow a man to put his hands on you. You're toxic, girl. Not only is he toxic, you're toxic for allowing that shit. And therefore making it okay for this shit to happen to other women. Everyone was living like you. What? And this is crazy because I understand the mentality. Maybe I can't realize it all the way because I haven't been through all this shit, but I can feel it in my mind and understand it to a certain degree. And I know what happens is you start to blame yourself for getting your ass whooped by this man. You start to say, well, I wouldn't have got smacked if I was like this, if I did that. Therefore, trying to change who you are. Sometimes you may look at certain things and be like, I don't like that side of me. I don't like how I just, got an attitude with my man and stuff. Okay, we'll try to fix it. But what I've noticed in my life is when you have a pattern between energies, no matter how much you want to fix it yourself, the energy is above all that shit. Your energy is above all that shit. So my theory is, if you have a couple and if somebody's whooping on another person, right, in a relationship, I just feel like what's going to happen is, you know what I'm saying? One person's going to feel like, oh, I shouldn't have did that. That's why I got beaten on. But that's not true. And I just feel like if it keeps happening, it's a pattern for a reason. A bitch don't want to get beat on, but every time you do something every time you lie to her and say you're doing this, but you're doing that, she gets hurt because it's a natural reaction. That's God. That's God. And I'm not saying that it's all the way productive, but if it's a pattern, it's not going to work out with that person. You have to change your environment. You have to change your mindset to say you don't deserve that. No matter what you didn't do right. Oh, you didn't have his shoes laid out. Bitch, you don't deserve to get smacked for that. Oh, you didn't find the words to express. You couldn't find the words to express in a way that he won't feel some type of way, because a lot of these men are acting like bitches, and a lot of them, I'm not talking about all of them, but very, very feminine. And that's because they're so scared of the feminine energy. Therefore, they're not in tune with it in themselves. Acting like, oh, the emotions are nothing. I'm logic. Bitch, logic is only going to get you so far. You need to be connected with your emotions. So, the biggest message I wanted to say right now was that you deserve the best. One time is enough for a man to put his hands on you. I don't care what you done. Did you hit him? And if you hit him, then I look at you. Whoever is doing the abuse, whether it's mentally, verbally, physically, or emotionally, all those things, whoever's doing the abuse, I point my finger at you. As a woman, if you hit a man and you get hit back, both of y'all are wrong. And both of y'all don't need to be together. That's my advice for any relationship that is not bonded. And what I mean by that is not that you're not going to go through trials and tribulations, but you know how to get through them in a healthy manner. Therefore, when you have disagreements, you're able to agree in some type of way and keep it moving, not holding resentment or grudges or anything towards that person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times something happened 2 years ago. Your partner is still bringing that shit up. It's not because they give a fuck, because they give a fuck, they would have left your ass. It's because they're using that to control you, to make you feel guilty, to make you stay. And this is a tactic of narcissists, and it's crazy. I was reading about it yesterday. I made a video. I'm going to post it. And they will make you feel guilty. And me personally, I feel that deeply because I think in my relationships, that shit has been really deep for me, and I'm still trying to understand that shit, because I think I don't know what it is for me, and you know, because I'm trying to figure out what it is with me, but that guilt, if I feel any type of guilt, I will take away from myself in order to help somebody else. And this is the same thing that happens in domestic violence relationships. You start blaming yourself. You start, guilt tripping yourself to say, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have got my ass whooped. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have got, disrespected like that. If I didn't do that, he wouldn't have lied and cheated on me. All this bullshit that you tell yourself. And I'm trying to find the answers to be able to get you out of that. Because obviously, there's patterns in my life that I have to fix, period. And I'm just expressing myself. I hope something in this message helps someone. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You look into your heart. Do you have good intentions? A lot of times these people that's getting their ass whooped, they don't have ill intentions. All they want to do is help. All they want to do is be better. They got other people that got issues that don't want to work on themselves, and they're attached themselves to that because they got issues too. The victim has issues too that they have to realize, take accountability for, and overcome and change. So crowns up, you guys, crowns up. Let me know what you think about this message.